Hello everybody, welcome back to another reaction, which today I'm going to be reacting to 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. Yeah, so let's start this in 3, 2, 1, let's start.
Sassy Knowledge Whale. Here are 50 amazing facts to blow your mind.
Alright.
Studies from the University of North Carolina concluded that incredibly beautiful people are actually less likely to be hired for a job if they're being interviewed by someone of the same sex. They're also often very lonely because they're viewed as unapproachable and intimidating.
Alright. I don't know if that's real or not.
There are only 2 countries in the world whose flags do not contain either red, white, nor blue. Jamaica and Mauritania. A newborn Chinese water deer is so adorably small after birth that you can hold it in one hand. But when it grows up, they can weigh as much as 13 kilograms and
jeez, that's heavy, isn't it?
Look like a vampire deer. After mismanagement, the social news site Dig, a company that was once valued at $200
Who the heck knows what Dig is?
For a mere $500,000. A previously crystal blue hot spring located in Yellowstone National Park is actually turning green as the result of tourists throwing good luck coins into it since 1950. It has since been dubbed Fading Glory. In Australia, torn banknotes are worth half of the proportion of the note left. So in other words, half of a $20 bill is actually $10. If you went swimming on the moon, you would be able to walk on the water's surface and jump out of water like a dolphin catching air above water. The character of Popeye is actually based on a real-life person, Frank Rocky Fiegel. He was a local tough guy in Chester, Illinois, and quite similar to the real Popeye. He had some pretty serious forearms. Alfred Binet, the original inventor of the IQ test, created the methodology to identify students who needed help. He actually deplored its use as a ranking for unitary and linear intelligence. Lifeguard Thomas Lopez from South Florida was fired after saving someone for drowning because the man he saved wasn't technically in his assigned lifeguard area. In 1975, a 17-year-old boy was killed while riding his moped. He was killed exactly 1 year after his 17-year-old brother was killed while riding the same moped, in the same intersection, by the same taxi, with the same driver carrying the same passenger. Scientists from Psychology Today concluded that if a person's body odor smells good to you, it means that their immunity genes are opposite to yours. This allows higher chances for people with opposite immunity genes to mate, resulting in offspring with stronger immunity systems. Just 2% of the entire world's population is naturally blonde. Nissan uses the number 23 in car racing because the number 2 translates to knee in Japanese, and the number 3 translates to san, hence 23 translates into Nissan. Neurologists claim that every time you resist acting on your anger, you're actually rewiring your brain to be a calmer and more loving person. In 1987, Steve Rothstein bought a lifetime unlimited first-class American Airlines ticket for $250,000. He flew over 10,000 flights, costing the company $21 million. They terminated his ticket in 2008. A study conducted at Columbia University concluded that people born in the month of May have the lowest risk of illness and disease. A Florida woman named Sarah Barnes accidentally burned down a 3,500-year-old cypress tree. It was the 5th oldest in the country, and she did it because she was smoking meth under it and lit a fire so that she could see her meth better. The town of Tikrit in Iraq erected a 2-meter-tall monument to the shoe that was thrown by the journalist at George W. Bush.
A monument of a shoe? That's so stupid.
Wild pigs are one of the most destructive animals in America, causing more than $400 million in damage each year in Texas alone. They destroy crops, feast on livestock, terrorize tourists, and force other wildlife to flee their homes. Approximately 7% of all potatoes grown in the United States are turned into McDonald's fries. A bear named Wojtek, which means he who enjoys war, fought in the Polish army in World War II. He carried shells to the front line and was taught to salute and even became a mascot for the soldiers. Although he developed a habit for drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, he survived the war and lived the rest of his life in the Edinburgh Zoo. There's actually a restaurant in Pittsburgh called the Conflict Kitchen, which
Really?
only serves cuisine from countries that the U.S. is in conflict with. When they started serving Palestinian food, they received death threats. Limbo queen Shamika Charles has been training 6 hours a day since she was a teenager. She set a world record
look at that
in 2010
picture.
and is now so flexible that she can actually limbo under a car. In 2015, Adidas released a shoe made entirely from ocean trash, including gill nets and beach litter. The company stated that there is no shortage of material to produce this line. When the mummified remains of Ramses II was transported in 1974, it was issued an Egyptian passport which listed his occupation as King Deceased. East St. Louis, Illinois has a higher murder rate
that's
than Honduras,
so old.
the country with the highest murder rate in the world.
I thought that's actually where Ghost Adventures went.
Dr. Garth Webb that can improve human vision beyond 2020. The bionic lens replaces the natural lens of the eye in a painless 8-minute procedure. It takes effect in only 10 seconds and enhances eyesight for life. One step closer to being cyborgs. In 1986, the United Way released 1.5
That's something I didn't want to hear.
in Cleveland as a
They're right, it is a
stunt.
darn feature.
However, it clogged the land and waterways in northeast Ohio.
Oh, it's balloons.
shut
I thought it was
down
like
major airport
a
runways,
tree or
and
something.
forced the Coast Guard
No,
to
trees aren't
suspend
that
search
big.
and
I know there's
rescue
like
for
a
2 men
redwood
who
in
ended up
California,
drowning.
but
In addition to being fluent in English, Greek, Latin, French, German, and Spanish,
yeah, I
Thomas
don't care.
Jefferson also studied Arabic. He also studied Gaelic and Welsh, and remains
What the heck is those three last
president
ones?
of the United States in history. Research conducted at the University of North Carolina concluded that loving someone and being loved in return makes wounds heal faster due to the release of oxytocin in the blood.
What?
Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, is part owner of the Daily Planet, where Clark Kent, aka Superman, works. So, essentially, Batman pays Superman's salary. In 2003, a Coca-Cola employee was fired because he was drinking Pepsi on the job.
What?
Gosling and Rachel McAdams
That's so
hated
stupid.
each other when filming The Notebook. However, after
I know I
finishing
really
the
like
film, they
Coke,
actually
but
fell in
jeebus.
love and dated for 4 years. The African Union intends on having a single continent-wide currency modeled after the euro. The most popular proposed name
Oh,
for
the
currency
euros.
as of right now is
My producer
Oh my God, that
is
the best.
in
ancient
Spain.
Rome, women tried to dye their hair blonde with
because
pigeon dung.
she
In Renaissance
was
Venice,
trying to
they
become a
used
lawyer.
fire.
But just get back to it.
Mathematician Katherine Johnson is known as the computer back when computers wore skirts. Her obsession with counting allowed her to skip
That's a
ahead of high
computer?
school at only the
Well,
age
I've
of
seen
10.
old
And
computers. In fact, I've seen
1961,
pictures of the
she
first
calculated the
computer.
trajectory of
But that's
NASA's
quite
first trip into space,
boring.
and it was correct. Nicolas Cage once woke up to a naked man wearing a leather jacket eating a fudgesicle in front of his bed. After that, Cage could no longer live in that house and moved to the Bahamas. A man with a Liverpool FC tattoo with the club motto, "You'll never walk alone," had his lower leg amputated after a combat injury in Afghanistan. Unbelievably, the surgeon unknowingly cut his tattoo, so it now reads, "You'll never walk." However, in reality, luckily, the man now has a prosthetic leg and competes in marathons. In order to advertise their services, prostitutes in ancient Greece wore sandals that left the words "Follow me" imprinted in the dirt as they walked. On the evening of September 11th, 2001, hundreds of Iranian people gathered in Madar Square, Tehran, in a candlelight vigil to express sympathy and support for the American people. Meteors were initially only referred to as comets, a name given from the Latin
Comments.
word
Yeah, I think
hair,
we know
and
that.
were given their name for the flowing golden tail of hair that flashed through the sky. According to studies conducted at Turkey's Ataturk University and the University of Manchester, dogs and cats are right and left-pawed, just like humans are right and left-handed. In 1978, U.S. Navy ship the USS Stein seems to have been attacked by an unknown species of giant squid. Almost all cuts on the sonar
We've heard many myths of like giant squids from past, present, possibly even future. And look, one of those fan-made pictures right there that he's showing. Why did he do that? That was so stupid. Oh, 45? Oh great, this video is only like 9 minutes.
They both married twice, first to a woman named Linda, and then to a woman named Betty. They both had sons named James Allen, were both sheriffs in separate Ohio counties, and both
I know they were married, like, they're two totally different people.
If you could dig a hole through the earth and jump through it without dying, you would not come out the other side. You would fall down for 20 minutes until you reached the center. Then technically, you would be considered falling up until you made it to the opposite surface. However, if no one was there to catch you, you would fall down again over and over, forever. Prior to the invention of rubber erasers in 1770 by Edward Nain,
Hey, that makes sense in Gravity Falls. That makes total sense now.
the invention of the eraser, which fixes mistakes,
But the only
was
thing is
discovered by
that's how
accident
they
by
weren't
Edward,
catched
thinking that he had
in the
grabbed
episode,
bread. What the
season
hell
1.
kind of bread was he eating? Henry Cavill almost missed
What
the
about
call
bread?
for the role of Superman from Zack Snyder because he was playing World of Warcraft. A study published by the Journal of Transportation found
I'll be right back, guys. This video is going way too long. Well, I'm back, and yeah, I passed the last fact.
If you didn't know, over the past
Oh,
year,
yeah.
I've been working on my very first book, and I'm incredibly excited to tell you that it is now finally available for
As seen on
pre-order by
YouTube.
clicking the link in the description. That's right, I have a book. It's called Mind Blown, and it is a mixture of
Yeah, I
stories
think
of
you
my
can see
own
that.
life, as well as crazy
Matthew
facts about the world
Santoro.
that we live in. It's kind of like a mixture of my blogs and these 50 amazing facts, but in book form. And what's even cooler is that I'll be
Yeah,
giving
nobody
away
cares
some
about
cool
the book.
prizes
Not really
and
anymore.
freebies for those who order the book before its launch on August 9th. I've been working on this book for a long time. And
What
I know
year
you
is this
guys are going
made?
to absolutely love it. So, pre-order
If it was
now.
2016, then it's really
Subscribe to
old.
the channel so that you never miss a video of mine, and I will see you in the next video. Pre-order the book.
Okay.
Love it, baby.
So, yeah.
I found a funny glitch.
Well, sorry, people, I'm back. I had some troubles. But anyway, that video was pretty boring, so I'll see you all in the next reaction video. Bye.